G'day and welcome back. Let's play some more Crusader Kings 2. So I've decided that we're going to end this Water Bastard campaign because, I mean, once you hit this point, it's really not that much fun anymore. It's too easy. It's just a matter of waiting to kill all the various people. So we're going to resign this one, and we're going to start one I'm going to call the Tall Patricians. Basically, because I haven't played Crusader Kings 2 for very long, I've only done a couple of proper campaigns. Most of the stuff I've done has been as a Catholic, so we're still going to be Catholic, but we're going to be a Republic for a change. So let's go create a new game. We're going to start in the early Middle Ages, I think. Yeah, should be fine. Custom game setup. I've had a quick look at this and accidentally got a couple of achievements. So I got Dream Home and the other one, Mr. Doge Elect, I think it's called. So basically we're going to be starting not as Doge Maurizio Venice, but we're going to be starting as one of these little guys, Participazio, because it's just, I don't know, somebody that doesn't have any land even. So I thought that would be good, and it's the only one that I've played as when I was practicing. So we're going to just use the standard rule set, start the game here. This will be Twitch number 2. So that I know if I have to come back later. And yeah, basically what we're going to do is we are not going to leave Venice for as long as we can, or until, I don't know, the year 900 or something. If it starts getting way too boring, then I guess we'll start doing a bit of conquest. But basically, as far as I can tell, you can see here, our domain is just the Participazio household. So, which one are we? We're on the end here. So this is our little house. Basically, we'll build up this house, so that achievement there, Dream Home, is as the dynasty, build every upgrade to Family Palace, so just do all of these until they're level 3 and 4 and whatever the maximum is. But the way the Patricians work, if you haven't played as a Republic before, there are always 5 families in the city. So if we go take a look at Venice, the Venezia city is the capital. There is also a barony and a bishopric, but then there's another couple of cities as well. So whoever is in... Wait, wrong one. Whoever is voted to be the Doge gets control of Venice and a few other things. I'm not sure exactly how they work out which land you get and which stays with the family. But basically Venice will always belong to the Doge, and you want to become the expected successor. So you do that by having the most respect. So at the moment, Tirado Orsiolo is the expected successor because he's got the most respect out of the 5 families. And you can see here, most of it comes from age for him. There is a bit for prestige, and then there's the campaign funds that you can add to as well. So if we added 100 ducats into there, we get 500 in the respect for the campaign fund. So I guess they respect you as a patrician for having money that you can throw away on being elected. The other thing is these will change as they get upgraded. I think it's 3 sort of levels of this. One of the big things for the Patricians though is the trade post limit here. So at the moment we've got a limit of 1 trade post, which is because we're starting in the 769 thing, and the trade practices are only at level 1 at the moment. Let's just go and turn this music down a little. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to spend our economic advances on is upgrading the trade post limit. So it's at 0 once you get to 3, and then you can start adding a little. But these first 2 here gives you heaps more possible trade posts. But again, that only really matters for trying to build them. So at the moment we can build one to get up to the limit, but there's nothing stopping you from going over the limit if you conquer trade posts and things like that. So at the moment, nobody owns a trade post, which means we want to jump in first, and we want to build the trade post in our capital, Venice. Are you sure you want to build a trade post? Costs 140.6 ducats, so the cost of trade posts changes as you get further away from your capital, and I think there's a few other things that affect it as well. But that means now that we can't build any more trade posts, so we've got the capital one. It will pop up as a separate thing here, so it won't be under domain, it'll be under trade posts in the outline, and we'll keep a bit of an eye on that, see how much money we make. Otherwise, because we have 0 domain, so you can see here it's just House Participazio, there's no baronies or anything, so we're not holding either of these cities. Fortunato and Abbondanzio hold these, so he is just a mayor, he's not one of the other patricians either. Basically, what we're going to want to do first is try to become the Doge so that we can get the extra income from here. Now, you can't give your sons any land, and you can't do matrilineal marriages as a patrician, which makes things a little more difficult to inherit stuff outside as well. So, what's the first thing we want to do? We have terrible intrigue, so unfortunately we didn't get lucky with the draw at the start of this match. Paragon of Virtue and Becoming Exalted, probably not. So we'll try to acquire a title. And I think we're going to go with Intrigue right off the bat. But we do want to have high fertility, because another thing that affects the number of trade posts, adult male members in your court, and for them to be in your court they can't have any land and all sorts of other junk. So we will want to have as many adult children as we can. And Agnello is 8 years old. Okay, so we're going to pretty much focus everybody on being thrifty because we're patricians and we want to get extra money as much as we can. Now, designated regent. There's nobody yet. Designated heir might as well be this guy. It just gives him a little more prestige, because as designated heir, well, it doesn't say it yet, don't know if they have to be adults for it, but that'll give him the prestige to build his way up towards becoming the Doge, getting through there. Alright, ruler is unmarried, open council. Right, that's the other thing. Because we only have a house and no land, we can't actually do much of this. First thing we're going to do, though, is get married. The other thing is we can only really marry low-born women, otherwise you have to pay a bride price to any actual families. So I think we would want whoever's got the highest intrigue. So we're going to go with Adriana. We will arrange the marriage. She should be free. We will grab some gold out of this because we're just going to be trying to rush to get money as quickly as we can. Speaking of which, in Participatio, 220 ducats before we can build anything. Okay. But we will want to get a court physician as well. Alright, the other thing is we probably can't invite anybody. There's no men interested in joining our court because we are just a family. We don't actually have any land for them to get interested in us. Alright, we'll designate a regent once we're married. We'll do this once our wife arrives. So to institute title revocation law. Yep, that's fine. The other thing is the Republic of Venice still has some council power at the moment. So hopefully he'll add us to his thing, to his court. Let's just wait a second here. You should pick an ambition. I thought we had. Alright, acquire a title. He's never going to give it to us, but it's fine. Yeah, see, we can't even pick that ambition. Paragon of Virtue for piety, exalted amongst men. I don't think we'll be able to do either, but pick that. Word has reached you of a much beloved old man named Livio that resides in a nearby village. He is 70 years old. We are not paying for him. Did that automatically cancel the thing? No, hopefully it's still running. Did we get married? We did. Okay. So, the titles. Designated Regent will be the wife. Keep her happy because she is definitely going to be our spy master. And when we get a doctor, he will be the court physician. Approved the law. Might as well turn that off because we'll never have 5 people to fill them. And she will be studying technology over in the Byzantine Empire because knocking that up will be important. Trying to get trade practices up as soon as we can. Alright, and our income is 1.6. Not sure exactly what the expense is. That would probably be our son's title, actually. Or is that a free one? I don't know. Somebody that we're paying in the court anyway. And yes, we'll never be in range of these guys unless we play through long enough for the Crusades, and then we'll go and take over the Holy Land and we'll be in range of China. Otherwise, we don't have to worry about the Chinese Empire at all. Famous writer proposes to compose nothing. Gain the trait proud would be nice. Gain humble. for piety. I mean, we need prestige if we can get it. It's only 4.4. That was unfortunate. So yeah, we are going to be trying to play tall in this campaign, just owning Venice. Just the islands. You can get quite a powerful army playing that way. Gain 100 gold. Yeah, you do get a lot of those events too. We either gain 100 or lose 50 ducats. Means we have cash now though, so let's jump in here. Looks like they've started building somewhere. And Tenorios. We are going to be complete bastards to these families. We're going to kill them off as quickly as we can. Which is why I was upset that we didn't start with higher intrigue. You get that. Now, tax income. Because we want income first. It's got to either be the fortified vault, or I think there's another one. No, it's just the mansion itself. Okay, so fortified vault first. Get some more income. And Adriana is pregnant. Awesome. I don't think this child has a mother. No, it was a miracle child. Trade post has been built. So, in here, trade post of Venezia. If we go and take a look here now. So, the trade zone value is determined based on the number of trading posts and the number of cities. So, there's 3 cities in Venezia. We've got Venezia, Jesolo, and Lido. We will try and build 2 more cities here once we become the Doge and have stacks of money to spend on it. Otherwise, the trade zone income is based on that, and the trade zone size here as well. So we'll try and get the trade zones to pretty much take over the entire Adriatic sort of area. Hopefully have that done within, I don't know, 150 years or so. It's probably all that'll take. That was the other thing. In the trade post, we want to do some upgrades. Probably not the garrison for a while. You get to choose between trade value and tax income. So I think we'll start with the merchant enclaves and knock this out, and then we'll start doing merchant ports once we're done with them. And then the garrisons only if we start getting attacked. Now the problem with playing as these guys is if there is a revolt, playing this early because you don't have boats for a while, if the Doge isn't ready with an army, then he can only raise them somewhere else, even if he gets mercenaries. So as soon as... Yeah, we got a daughter. As soon as there's a revolt, basically the game's over. So that's one of the reasons you want to become the Doge as quickly as you can. Let's make her thrifty. I'm just going to use all the default names for now. And did we set him? No, we didn't. Make him thrifty, and he is thrifty as well. Alright, just point out he's not allowed to marry. Neither's he. She probably can, because women don't matter as much as a patrician. A new bird has arrived in the Muse. I mean, that's military. Doesn't mean much. We'll go for diplomacy. Gain depressed. We don't want to do that. Diplomacy, thank you. The other thing is, infant children can't be the expected successor. So you always have to have an adult in your family to become the Doge. Otherwise, nasty things can happen. You can lose all your land. But now we can see he went to Ferrara for his first one. Just there is his trade post. I don't think that adds up. No, it's only the trade zones for our own family. Alright, and what do we got? 114. What did we need for that first upgrade? 146. It'll be quite a while. So we might want to upgrade this further first. 440. This was 220, so it's probably going to be 280 or something for the one after this. And some of these improvements change. You can get free learning and free diplomacy and thing for the second round of upgrades on there. Oh, the other thing I always forget, we want to join a society. What is available to us? Lucifer's Own, Dominicans, Benedictines. I mean, we're not smart enough to join the Hermetics, but that will be the one we go for most of the time. So Benedictines are the ones, find purpose in prayer, requiring contemplation. I think they get to automatically improve their children. Spiritual guidance. It's one of these ones. Teach virtue. Converting the county doesn't really matter. Is it the Dominicans that I'm thinking of then? Spiritual guidance, holy ascetics can be invited in. Teach virtue. I mean, they're both basically the same. I think the Dominicans want you to give up money, whereas the Benedictines don't. So let's just go and join them. Not going to do Lucifer's Own. Not this time. Wisdom of St. Benedict's. Wards have a chance to gain increased attribute points during their education upon reaching adulthood. Have a chance to lose wicked traits and gain pious ones. So we want this so that they can get increased attribute points. And yeah, it's the same with the Dominicans, but Benedictines don't ask you for money. The Fall of the Avars. Sic transit gloria mundi. And there's a dead pope. Alright, what's the other thing? We have no vassal bishops, because we don't even have any land. We'll fulfill our duties, my lord. Spare some worldly... Oh, and they're going to ask us for money anyway. Donate to charity becomes the mission. Donate to charity would cost us 100. Alright, screw you guys, not doing that. Never got that one as the Benedictines before, it's always the Dominicans ask for that. Alright, 75% chance. For 5 years we get martial, learning, stewardship, or diplomacy. We don't care about the others particularly at all. We want to get stewardship whenever we can because it increases the tax that you get. He wasn't interested. It's fine. And what do we got now? 130. How old's our son? 10. So we've got 5 years before we have to worry about having money to get him elected. 45% chance of wrath or of patience. Intrigue, diplomacy, stewardship, learning, or martial. Oh, easy. Damn it. Still didn't get it. And there's our fortified vault. So over in Participatio, fortified vault would need Great Mansion 2 and a lot of money. But then that will increase intrigue, so we want that one as quickly as we can. Tax plus intrigue is what we're all about. So we need 440 gold for that. I think we're going to want to upgrade this one. Go straight for the Merchant Enclave, and then we'll save the rest up for Participatio Castle. Palace. What are we going to call it? Participatio Palace. And what do you want? Recruit court physician. Yeah, we're going to grab whoever it is this time. Hope we don't have to wait too long. We should have money to hire him. Costanzo is 35. Oh, he is awesome. Oh yes. Welcome, and we appoint you... I always forget which one. Court chaplain. Alright, and your job will be to give us a ton of piety. No point proselytizing. That's just spread rate. We could look for a philosopher, that might actually be better. And we don't really need piety, so you know what? Research cultural check. Was it a 3% chance per year, 4% chance of finding a great philosopher? Hopefully he doesn't become a heretic. Not that we have anyone under us, so I guess it wouldn't really matter. The Pope leads a wicked lifestyle. What's this disease? Consumption and camp fever. Better not kill our son. And should we auto-assign commanders? Not really. Not until we actually have an army. So at the moment we've got 32 men that we can raise from our house. Cousins and whatnot, I imagine. See, what is our dynasty tree? 4 living members. Us and our children. It's fair. We have 1 prestige for the family. We did send... what's the name off, didn't we? Yeah, studying tech. Oh, great. Abdominal pain. Just what we need. We have pneumonia. Oh, health back up. It sort of balanced itself out. Except fertility's down. Alright, let's assume there's still nobody who wants to join. There's not. Child likes to focus. Agnello. Our heir. Focus on intrigue. Oh yes. Or... yes, I am colourblind, so it's hard to tell if that's green or red. Which is why I always click on these and have a look. Playful and fussy. Yep, alright. Give us some intrigue. It's got learning, stewardship. Hopefully Agnello will be a good heir. How old are we? 30. Yeah, we'll be around for a while. And what do we need to improve our devotion? Stewardship. Hang on, are we chased? Seriously? Castitos. It's piety, learning, fertility down. Jesus. We've lost our abdominal pains. Good. We still have pneumonia though. No. Alright, got 180. We were going to knock this one out. So our income at the moment has doubled just from the crypt or whatever it was we built in the palace. Received a letter from a member of the Benedictine Order. We will... have some advice on my poetry. It's missing some aspects of faith, because faith is a learning thing. Seclude yourself and think about, yes, we shall do penance. That's an easy one. Do we have our region in? We do. Oh, we can shut the gates. Ah, crap. That's the other thing about being Venice. You get the diseases first. They always seem to start here anyway. Makes sense as a trading family. What was the other thing? We need to do penance. Turn that on so we know when it's there. That was the other thing. We could borrow money from the Jews. No. As good as it would be to get the money up faster, the extra 50 ducks you have to pay back, probably not worth it. We will follow his wishes, because we're not paying to publish other people's books. Opinions up. Kind of makes sense of this passage of the Bible. 74% chance we fail. Nope. Let's ask for help. Costanzo. Manages to explain it. Good for us. So we don't have any rivals, friends, lovers, or marriage ties. Secluded with courtiers. Diplomacy way down. Right. Built the merchant enclave. 50% chance we do well with our heir. 20% chance we become kind. Opinion comes up for 10 years, or harms our progress doing penance. Sure. We are not kind. Who's this? Our wife has been showing signs of contracting the plague. Too bad. We need to make babies with her. She's not leaving. She's not showing any actual signs. The priest always talks about the importance of charity. 65% dealing with vice. Right, what is our vice? We are greedy. We want greediness. We're not going to lose gold, though. Already doing so much for the subject, so I've been able to put the thought about charity out of my mind. It doesn't distract me any longer. I'm a good Catholic, on the whole. Insert child porn joke here. We want to get a good treasury going when we can too. We've uncovered new meanings in several passages. We make progress in our penance. So hopefully we can live, well, at least long enough for him to be elected. Depends on what his traits are going to be, because we can pick whoever our heir is going to be as well. God has shown us the light. Absolute rule law. Okay, well, that'll help us out later when we become the Doge. I wish this only came up once the disease was gone. The biggest challenge while doing penance is the solitude. As I sit here and reflect upon the rule of St. Benedict, blah blah blah, struggles while doing penance. 65% chance, or 50% chance of being stressed. We might lose gregarious. Well, didn't get stressed, so that's good. Let's make some more progress. We got 72 ducats. Making 2.8 still, so yeah, that upgrade in the trade post didn't really do anything. We've completed secluding for penance. Gain 200 devotion. Do we get anything else? We get stewardship as we advance through this as well. Fertility always stays down, which isn't great. Alright. What do we focus on? Exalted amongst men, so we need the prestige. I think we should be able to get 1,000 prestige by the time we die. Gaining 0.14 per month. Maybe not. You know what, might as well stay zoomed right in since this is all we're doing. Did the other guys build? Built one in Aquilea. And here come the food problems. Got measles and slow fever in Venice. Not good. And yeah, here we go. Antonorio has a child in at the moment, so they have no respect. They can't be elected Doge. Tough times ahead. Say goodbye to all our food. And we also need to make sure that there's no revolt risk. Not that we can do much. Now, pride gives us prestige, so we shall not eat the rats. Participatio has been elected the new Doge of the Great Republic of Venice. Really? What the hell? I didn't even have a proper look at that before. Well, it's a child, and there's a child. Fair enough. I don't know how close we were, but that was a lot earlier than I was expecting that to happen. We've inherited Venice, which means Venezia now gives us their income. So our balance has come up another 1.1 ducats. And our heir is coming nice and close. So tie loss on succession because Venice would go to the other people. So the Republic and the Grand City, meaning the Doge ship and the Venezia holding, go to whoever's the Doge at the time. Now, we'll definitely set the crown focus. Minor titles, oh yes. Now, what you want to do here is make sure that none of the families have these positions, because they give prestige. So, to start with, we have to reserve something for our heir when he comes of age. Looks like maybe steward for him. So he's working on intrigue. Yeah, we'll probably want to leave that for him. Problem is, no, my wife's not allowed to do that anyway. Okay, so we'll leave that spot open. Court chaplain has to be him. Steward is nobody particularly good. Baron of Palestrina will be the marshal. And we're going to leave him on suppressing revolts, so I don't have to think about checking for revolt risk there. Chancellor, unfortunately, is a Patrician. Patrician, it's going to have to be this useless mayor. Alright, the mayor can do that. And the other mayor can be the steward. And he's definitely going to collect stuff there. Threat decay speed. I'm not going to fabricate claims anywhere. It was so dissent. No. Improve relations with the lords. I mean, might get us more money. Relations improve there anyway. But the odds there are better because the sabotage is 5%. Alright, so leave him doing that. They're doing that. Hunting apostates was for piety. Can't do that anywhere. Researching cultural tech. Chance of finding great philosopher. They're not particularly good at it. Let's just go and improve with the Pope in case we want to use that later on. Alright. So, Participatio. Aquilea and Ancona. Aquilea is there, Ancona is there. So the Venetian families are starting to spread their trade posts. Jose Luciano Venice has arrived at our court. Yes, we've arrived at our court. Was probably down the street, so it wasn't too hard to arrive. How much does it cost for this upgrade? 440. I'm thinking we will take the Jewish loan. Once we get to 140, we'll take the 300 and we'll get this started because it takes a long time. The rats have found our food. Yeah, it's just slow fever here, no? So the other thing is, now that we're in control, we should probably actually start by doing this rather than worrying about the money.